Alright guys, no questions today, but I thought it'd be fun to do another art vlog and garden walk anyway. Hope you guys have been enjoying the spring flowers. So, I think I've mentioned this in some of the other videos, but I am in Luling, Louisiana right now. Generally I live in Nashville, but I came to Louisiana to help out with something for the family, and then that got canceled, and then I kind of got stuck. So, at least whole lot of lizards running around today, so I hope you guys like lizards. I know this is it's a very interesting time for artists right now. So about a month ago, US-based artists started talking about canceling their conventions, and this started with Emerald City Comic Con, so ECCC, and some artists were like, well, I'm going to cancel. I can't afford to put family at risk. I live with immunocompromised people, etc. And some artists were like, I can't afford to eat that. I can't afford to not sell at that show. And really, I feel like, I know this is a big decision. It's a big, expensive decision. So I really feel like ECCC should have taken that burden away from the artists and decided to cancel. They did end up canceling. I think the shows were scheduled, but like nobody knows when anything is going to be right now. So pretty much any rescheduling is super tentative. But they did eventually cancel the show itself. So maybe some people are able to get refunds. I hope so. I was a convention artist up until this year, actually. So a lot of my income came from conventions, and I got really tired of how difficult it is to get into shows these days, and also just it's not reliable money. So I'd moved over into teaching, and I was thinking I was really in a more stable position. I felt like I'd made an upgrade, but all of my classes canceled this month, so I'm out like $950. So maybe that's not such a stable move anyway, or just maybe we live in kind of crazy times right now. No one's ever really dealt with this to this extent. Rather, no one alive has, because in the US, our last big pandemic was the Spanish flu in like 1912. So literally no one alive in the US at this point in time has dealt with this. And oh, the banana tree. I don't know if you guys know about these. These are a type of magnolia. They're like, well, we always call them banana flowers, and they have this really nice scent. My Nana and Papa had a banana flower tree in their yard when I was a girl, and I would collect some of the flowers and dry them and use them as like a potpourri. So it's nice to see that blooming. Nice little type of magnolia. So it's not like we have this precedence for what to do regarding conventions, for what to do regarding canceled classes. So I told you guys I'm in Louisiana right now. This is not my normal digs. I'm from here, and Joseph and I are getting married this year, and we're going to move back here. But, you know, I don't really live here right now. And I really would like to do some art live streams, because I know people are bored and people are at home and they're looking for entertainment. They're looking for connection. They're looking for things to do. And I think live streams would be a wonderful way to do that. But between AT&T having like no service out here, despite charging me $125 a month, no service really, and Cox Cable constantly dropping out and being a really unreliable source for internet. Please fix your games, guys. Y'all can do that. You sure charge enough. I don't feel comfortable offering a live stream at this time. So initially I was only going to stay a week, and then I found myself canceling my flight because just quite frankly, I've seen people's personal hygiene habits around here in Louisiana. People are still congregating at the country club. They're still meeting in large groups. They're still playing golf. There are people swimming, and it's March, so it's warm, but it's not warm enough. So, like, I don't necessarily want to be in an airport with that, and then on a plane with that, and then in another airport where that might be going on. Because when I flew here from Nashville, I caught 3 little girls leaving the bathroom, didn't even wash their hands. I thought about saying something, but I really don't want to start like social pariah stuff, because once that starts, we're all just going downhill from there. And then there was a guy on my plane just coughing and not covering his mouth the entire time, which is gross under the best of circumstances, but just kind of unconscionable. Oh yeah, and then sorry, my phone keeps buzzing. The stewardess offered him like an alcohol sanitizer wipe, being very polite, and he turned her down. So like, I don't really want to be stuck on a plane for 2 hours with that kind of stuff, right? I don't think I'm better than people, but I also cover my mouth when I cough and I wash my hands, so, you know. So I decided to stay here in Louisiana. It also meant, it did mean some big positive things. Like, you guys have been watching me wandering around my mom's. This is a pretty big backyard. It's not even the biggest in terms of like Louisiana backyard, like just normal backyards get. This is a moderately small backyard, but it's like lots of open space. Her front yard is also fairly big, a good amount of sunlight, lots of beautiful flowers. My apartment in Nashville doesn't have those things. So just from like a mental health point of view, I wanted to just kind of be in an area where I knew my mental health could be better. Now, I mean, I miss Joseph like crazy, and I wish he were here with me, but, you know, and I miss Bowie a lot, too. This is what it is. And plus, I get to look at all these lizards. Oh, so many lizards. Look at this guy. Oh, look at him giving a sassy look. Like, don't mess with me. What do you want? I'm not gonna harass you. That takes some courage. So, anyway, so here I don't have 90% of like my normal stuff, because I packed to help out after a family surgery. I thought my time was going to be very different, and that surgery got canceled, so we're not even doing that now. So I only brought like kind of a bare minimum of stuff. So that's kind of one of like my biggest regrets, is not necessarily, I mean, I usually when I pack all my art supplies. I basically pack a studio in my backpack. And this time I was like, no, realistically, I never get around to it. So I'm not going to get around to it this time. So, and then the other thing is, I really love Animal Crossing. I like carefully researched which pre-order was the pre-order for me, and I went with the Target one because they have a really cute journal, and I have a Switch, so I was really looking forward to Animal Crossing. Guess where I am? Guess where that is? Not here. So I get to, I know this is a super petty complaint, but fellow Animal Crossing fans know what I'm talking about here. I don't get to play, which is not the worst. The worst is everyone on Twitter is having so much fun playing it, and I'm so happy for them, but I'm also so bitter because every time I see them talking about what fruit they got and what they named their village, I am reminded that I don't know when I'm going to get to play it, and by the time I get to play it, everyone will be like kind of over it, or they're going to be so far along they're not going to want to share anything with me or participate with me. So maybe not. Maybe my new Animal Crossing friends are nicer people who will help me out and help me catch up, which would be amazing, because I would do that for them. But it's kind of a bummer. But I mean, that's pretty tame problems considering what so many people are probably dealing with. I mean, I'm fortunate because I have a roof over my head, and I get to see some of the people I love. Not all of the people I love, but some of the people I love every day. I think being in Nashville, even though I'd get to see Joseph, I'd be worried sick about my family. So I think for anxiety, it might be better that I'm here. And I'm just gonna like chill it out and self-isolate. And my brother and I are gonna run in and get groceries for my mom and my aunt because I'm 34. I turned 34 yesterday. It was my birthday. It was the saddest birthday I've had since I was 9. But at least I got to celebrate a birthday. We're gonna go get groceries for them because we're both much younger and in better health, and just generally try to keep it cool. And I really hope we don't hit a point where like they're doing with France, where they're having to station police officers in people's neighborhoods. I understand why, and actually after passing the golf course several times, going to get food and seeing how many people are like congregating there and just chatting there and drinking beer out in the front yard there, and then playing golf in big groups of 6 adult men there, I can understand why they had to do that. Louisiana was formerly a French and Spanish colony. I'm sure we got some of that hard-headedness in and of ourselves, but I hope we don't get to that point, because I really don't want it to be like 6 months or 6 weeks even before I get to see Joseph again. So I've been keeping a handwritten COVID journal. I started that last night. I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't want all of these vlogs to be like COVID vlogs, because I want you guys to be able to watch these and escape from your problems and relax and be able to look at beautiful flowers and nice nature, especially for people who are like up north and they don't have those things. I mean, okay, for real though, part of why I record these outside walking around is because I don't have like a good recording space inside. There's 3 other adults in there. The TV's always on. Often there's bickering because people are not used to being cooped up. So it's not really a part of my life I want to showcase. Also, just like a lot of my stuff is gone, which is fine. Like, I'm way an adult and you know what I mean? Like, I'm not upset about that. But it's also like a little weird to record every day in like a space that's no longer yours. So, I don't know if I'm going to do like daily vlogs, but I'm going to try to do as many like peaceful walk around, look at flowers vlogs as possible. But I kind of wanted to get like the recap all caught up for you guys, partially because I've been doing like this artist meme on Twitter and nobody asked any questions that were like vlog worthy today. And also just like, so those of you who I know over the years I used to do a lot of vlogs and people liked those vlogs, and then I quit doing them because even though a lot of people liked them, there was enough people who were like vitriolically mean about it that it made me not want to open myself up and share my life. But we're all in such a weird situation right now. I figure we can all just like cut a little slack. So my big ask for you is, if you don't like what I do, if you don't like my vlogs, if you don't like how I look, if you don't like my personality, you don't need to comment. I know there are people who don't like me, okay? Like, I know I have an abrasive personality. However, you can just click off. You can never talk about me ever. You can just ignore my existence, okay? Because I'm not famous. I'm not rich. I'm just a work at home, teach artist. I'm self-employed like a lot of you guys. So you're not really going to gain a lot by going after me. But if you do enjoy what I do and you enjoy these vlogs, let me know. Let me know if they work for you. Let me know what you like about them. Let me know what's comforting for you about them, and I'll just try to increase that, because I know a lot of people are really stressed out right now and really worried. So I want these to be kind of a break for people, you know. So if it works for you, let me know. If it doesn't work for you, click off, click I'm not interested in this content, click unsubscribe. Like, it's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Well, I'll miss you, but I'd rather us engage one another like that than get ugly with one another. On another note, if you are kind of lonely, if you are working from home and you never really had to work from home before, if you're looking for other artists you can engage with and talk to and hang out with online in a very safe environment. I do have a very friendly Discord server, the Paint Box, and it's art and art supply centric, and you're totally welcome to come join us. All I really ask is that people be kind to each other. Don't critique in boards that are not for critique. If people ask for a critique, try to do a critique sandwich where you do something they can change, a compliment that you sincerely feel, and then another thing you can change. And just generally treat each other with caring and respect. That's the point of the Paint Box. Okay guys, that was today's vlog. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.